disturbing video that Duran Middle School mother Chanel Russell received Friday. That afternoon, she got a call about what happened.
Okay, I screwed up the voice on this video. That's why you're getting an echo, but you kind of get what's going on. You got this guy and a teacher, and the teacher throws the kid back. Basically, this is a middle school somewhere in the States. We'll play a bit more of it, and then I'll give you my take.
Who is asking for accountability from the school district?
Disturbing video that Duran Middle School mother Chanel Russell received.
Okay, I got a problem here. Okay, this is not disturbing video. Okay, you might not like it, but I don't know if I'd call it disturbing video.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
This kid is getting pushed to the ground. This happens all the time in a playground, or you get into a fight. So I don't know if I would use the word disturbing. Now, should the teacher be doing this these days? Maybe not. But disturbing, stop it. Just stop it.
Friday. That afternoon, she got a call about what happened between her 6th grade son TJ and the football coach who was in charge of the class.
Okay, this is clearly racism. Let me take a look at that video. Okay, it's a black guy. No, forget it. It's not racism.
That day, that teacher was identified as Betrayal and Elder.
I was told that he had a share of words that were inappropriate to TJ, and that he had, made some remarks about me, and my son was unhappy with it.
Okay, clearly we can say the teacher should have been the bigger man and stand down and used words instead of fist. But we don't know the backstory of what happened. I don't care what the news just said about it, because I don't believe the news. I believe there's more to the story than the kid just innocently went up there and he started slapping around. I'm not buying that. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know. But when I was going to school, back in the oldie days, I couldn't go home to my dad and say, hey, the teacher pushed me down. You know what my dad's going to say? He's not going to say, what did the teacher do? He wants to know, what did I do to make the teacher do that? Now, like I said, I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not just going to believe the story of the news. And anybody who just believes the news story from any of these stations and just believes it right away, I don't know what to say, right? The days of me just believing because I saw the news story, they were done years ago. And then you have this mother, incognito, just showing her hair, which is most probably not her hair, fake hair, standing up for her son, guaranteeing he will not have respect for authority figures in the future.
You're not going to amount to jack squat.
Now he might, I don't know, but this is not a good look. Oh, he went to the hospital and his concussion. Look, I don't know about that, but I got thrown around like that when I was a kid in school, fights with other kids and whatnot, just like that. I won some, I lost some. I did not head off to the hospital. Now, like I'm saying, I don't know this mother, but these days, what they're going to do, I'm just guessing here, at some point, lawyers will get involved and there will be some monetary payout somehow. So they're looking for cash and prizes. And I don't know, I'm not saying this is happening, but I'm just saying this is the way things go these days. The teacher should have known, or he was a football coach, should have known this was going to happen. Now, to bring him to that point where he grabbed that kid, I am telling you, something else was going on. The kid didn't just innocently wander up and just, no, he came with an attitude, or he put his fist in his face or something, or pointed at him, or I don't know what happened, but allegedly. But I'm almost 80-90% sure what I'm hearing from this news station is, I'm never going to say.
Happy with it. So my son then went to the front of the classroom to approach the teacher, letting him know, hey, stop talking about my mom.
Okay, so she's saying he just strolled up to the front and said, excuse me, teacher, could you stop talking to my mom? Do you really think that's how it went?
Right.
He just slowly got up out of his chair and walked over and said, excuse me, teacher, could you not talk about my mom like that? Huh? Is that what you think? Or what is it? Hey, you can't talk to my mom like... And you... I don't know. What do you think? She made it sound so nice and sweet. Sorry, I'm not believing none of it. I'm not believing none of
Talking about my
it.
mom. The teacher then came closer to my son. My son, again, said, stop talking about my mom.
Okay, I can see it. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
And I also wanted to, call someone to call my mom. From that point, he was then grabbed and thrown to the floor.
This is one of the reasons why it's hard to find teachers in the States, and they keep lowering the standards for teachers to go in the classroom. And in Canada, they pay the teachers an awful lot of money, because if they didn't, they'd have a hard time finding teachers who want to teach in a classroom. Although I gotta say, Canada is way better than the inner cities, I'm gonna say, in the States, because I'm sure this is not all over the States. I'll bet you this is more of an inner city problem than it is a rural problem. The teachers have no respect for the teachers. I mean, the students have no respect for the teachers in general. And the students are always believed over the teacher. The teacher is down here, the student is up here. Whatever the teacher says is believed first. Then the media grabs the sensational highlights and puts it out on the news. And that's all you see. You don't see the backstory. The backstory is not interesting. That's why they say if it bleeds, it leads. And leaves a false idea in the public that the teachers are the problem and the students are nothing but little angels.
From that point,
Yeah, I think that's
he
it.
was then grabbed and thrown to the floor.
The comments, according to this student, were sexual in nature. Russell says she's never met this teacher before and is appalled a teacher.
Did you hear that? According to the student, the comments were sexual in nature.
The comments, according to this student, were sexual in nature.
I just heard what the student said.
The comments, according to this student, were sexual in nature.
I have heard nothing about what the teacher said. So now they've already left that in your mind, that that's what's going on,
The comments, according to this student, were sexual in nature.
without the other side. And I'm not saying that that wasn't said. But I don't like how the story is framed. They put that out there, what the student says. Listen, in general, not all the time, I am not interested in what some snot-nosed student says. I'd rather take it from the teacher. Yeah, there's bad teachers. I don't care. There's way more bad students than there's teachers. But I didn't hear what the teacher said. I heard what the student said. So they have left that nugget in your mind already. So you can dwell on that. So the teacher is guilty in the court of public opinion.
Would say anything like this to her son.
I just feel like they failed me. They let me down. It is heartbreaking. It causes a lack of trust in the school system.
As that video continues, that teacher can be seen standing over and straddling the student after throwing him down.
He then grabbed Travius.
Oh, I'm not surprised. He grabbed Travius, which of course nobody can spell except for her.
Grabbed Travius
Nice.
and shoved him out of the classroom. It was witnessed by the assistant principal that he was thrown out of the classroom. Yes. Aggressively, again.
They went to the ER that night. TJ now has a concussion and multiple bruises. He's frightened to go back to school.
So, poor little Travius is frightened to go back to school. I don't know. Why am I thinking that maybe this is in Travis's future? I'm just saying. I could be wrong.
To go back to school. School told Russell that the teacher has been, quote, removed and placed elsewhere until the investigation is complete.
I really feel like he don't need to be placed anywhere else. He needs to be placed in jail. He hurt my boy.
Under her tutelage, a boy he is, and there's a good chance a boy he shall remain.
I wouldn't do that to my child. His father wouldn't do that to him.
His father, I don't even see his father around. Hold on, let me go look for him.